You are watching Travel World Online.
Government plans to invite bids for privatization of 6 new airports from October. Direct flight between Kuwait, India started with increased capacity. ITC Hotels launch Welcome Hotel Katra. IT in collaboration with 2TV is bringing TTS to India. According to the reliable source, the Airport Authority of India had selected 6 airports, Bhubaneswar, Varanasi, Amritsar, Raipur, Indore and Trichy for the next round of privatization. The government plans to bundle the Jharsuguda Airport with Bhubaneswar, Kushinagar and Gaya airports with Varanasi in UP, Kangra Airport Himachal with Amritsar in Punjab, Jalgaon Airport with Raipur in Chhattisgarh, Jabalpur Airport with Indore in Madhya Pradesh, and Salem Airport with Trichy in Tamil Nadu, before offering it to prospective bidders. Kuwait cabinet decided to restart the commercial flights operation with India, Nepal, Egypt, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Sri Lanka while adhering to all SOPs set by the Ministerial Committee for Corona. The operations will restart from Sunday, August 22 with increased capacity of 15,000 passengers per day.
Because memories never fade, no matter how long. We'll still remember the moments of excitement and the impressions of Thailand. Amazing Thailand, now even more amazing.
One of India's most popular and fast-paced hospitality brands, Welcome Hotel, launched its latest outpost in Katra. Just 45 kilometers away from the Jammu airport, Welcome Hotel Katra is an idyllic destination nestled in the lush green valleys and panoramic views, with 83 well-appointed guest rooms, a swimming pool, and an array of sublime activities on site to keep one joyfully engaged. Travel trade show TTS was co-founded by Miss Adriana Mieri from Italy and Dr. Naveen Manchanda, IT in collaboration with 2TV bringing TTS to India. TTS will have a series of roadshow in Delhi, Jaipur and Ahmedabad from the 17th to the 24th of November. Let's see what industry has to say.
Hi everybody, it's very heartening to know that TTS, a known name in travel shows, has joined with the Indian arm which is IATTE and Travel World Online, which post the pandemic, which I believe the pandemic is almost over now, joining hands with these two known organizations in India, we will bring in some good competition to India in terms of show business. So I'm hoping our members across India and Asia will benefit a great deal from this tie-up, and they bring in some fresh initiatives and some fresh perspective of getting some new business ideas, getting some new tie-ups into India towards the growth of tourism in our industry. These kind of initiatives are always good because one is since the tourism is likely to be revived in near future, this will act like as a catalyst to enhance tourism from and into India, that is both inbound and outbound. So my best wishes are with all three of them, that is TTS, IATT and Travel World Online.
Sandeep Raghav, Vice President, IC Tourism representing Conrad Maldives. I congratulate IT for their achievement of 2,000 members within a very short span of time. And I also congratulate IT with TW, fantastic collaboration for their new event TTS, which is coming up.
Hello everyone, I'm Nikhil Murli, General Manager of Royal Gulf Tourism Dubai, a premium destination management company. I would like to congratulate IT for this unique concept of getting the fraternity connected virtually. This was the need of the hour when everybody was low and depressed, but IT took the step of reuniting everybody. They have more than 2,000 members in a short span of 1 year, which clearly proves their intentions of doing something great for our industry. Now, IT, along with Travel World Online, is organizing TTS Travel Trade Show in November, which I'm sure would be a great success. We as Royal Gulf are looking forward to showcase our products in TTS and hoping to revive our business through this platform.
And now IATA is going to doing a big travel show named as TTS, Travel and Trade Show, in November 2021. And regarding this, IATA and Travel World Online, they have a collaboration to make this TTS on very success. So I want to congratulate to IATA and Travel World Online for this big collaboration. IATA and Travel Online have done commendable work in their respective field of to boost tourism, and I am sure both boundary bodies will make this event very successful. I am sure for that.
You can go from Goa, you can go from Cochin, and when the ship goes to Chennai, obviously from Chennai.
Okay. That's what is very important.
You can board from all the ports which actually have a port, right? The facilities, because we want to make sure that there's a safe environment for the people to get on the ship, right? We need certain areas. We make sure there's no cross-contamination, areas which we can clean properly before the guests come and go. We can sanitize everything. So we're going to be fully organized to make sure we're providing this environment. And there's only 4, 5, 6 ports like that. And, you know, also a little bit restriction to the size of ship. But we have big plans. We also have even plans in the near future to go to Kolkata.
What are the changes you have seen in last 4 years in ports of India?
Lots. I mean, Chennai has a new port. Goa is working on it. Cochin has a great port. Mumbai is working on their international terminal. We're already going to be using the new international terminal. It's not going to be completed until next year, but the area we're going to be using is pretty much ready. So I spent a lot of time down at the port in Mumbai. And yes, there has been a lot of investment from the government to really advocate for cruise business in India. And yes, there has been a lot of progress made in developing ports.
Now, the government is talking of cruising in rivers as well. So you have got any future plans to go for river cruising as well?
Anil, you're asking me a lot of secret questions here. I cannot, if I tell you all of these things now, then we don't even need to do another interview. Yes, we do have plans, but I cannot tell you any specific details. This is going to be for sure one of the greatest destinations to go and enjoy in a very safe manner. We want the people after the last 1.5 years, which were so restricted, to go out, take their families, make sure they enjoy a little break, a little holiday. So we invite all of you to come cruise on Empress, on Cordelia Cruises. You will not regret it. It's an absolutely amazing product. It's close to your home. And we have all the tools and whistles to make sure you have an amazing holiday or vacation experience or weekend getaway in every aspect. And all of you deserve it, to get a little break from the last 1.5 years. So why don't you come to Cordelia? We're going to show you a good time and make sure that you have the deserved break everyone is deserving over the last 1.5 years. So we're looking forward to see you all on board Empress.
7th India International MSME Expo and Summit 2021 kick-started at Le Méridien. The summit's motto and the theme is Accelerating India Towards 5 Trillion Economy, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India, Vocal for Local and Job Creation. Honorable Minister of States for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy Products inaugurated this hybrid version of the MSME. The founder Rajanish Goyankar is the first voice in India to advocate equal political status for MSMEs.
आज आप अगर यहाँ बैठे CII, PhD, फिक्की के कार्यक्रमों में तो जाते थे वो लोग, पर MSME उनको लगता है कि फोकटियां इनके कार्यक्रम में क्या जाना। आज भाई साहब आप यहाँ बैठे हैं, आपने सम्मान किया है उस वर्ग का जो इस देश का 90% इंडस्ट्री चलाता है, जो इस देश की 50% प्रोडक्शन करता है, 50% एक्सपोर्ट करता है, 80% जो रोजगार देता है, ऐसे उसका आपने सम्मान किया। हमारे भाई सकलेचा जी ने किया। मैं बहुत ज्यादा समय इसलिए नहीं लूंगा कि मैं MSME पे बोलूं तो मैं घंटों बोल सकता हूं। मैं चाहूंगा कि आप जो हमारे सम्मानित सरकार में जो हैं वो क्या सोचते हैं, वो क्या कर रहे हैं, वो क्या करना चाहते हैं, उनको सुने। और आज सबसे मेरा आह्वान है कि अगर हम चाइना का ऑल्टरनेटिव इस देश को बनाना चाहते हैं चाइना क्यों चाइना बना? एमएसएमई सेक्टर से बना। उन्होंने छोटे छोटे उद्योग बढ़ाए और किए। दे बिकेम द फैक्ट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। हमें भी वो फैक्ट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड बनना है। ऐसा माहौल एक सरकार ने बनाया है, नई नई योजनाएं हैं, इतनी सुविधाएं दे रही है। आप आगे आए। और दूसरा मैं कहता हूं, आप संगठित हों। आज मैंने एक स्लोगन दिया, लघु उद्यमी मजदूर किसान मांगे दर्जा एक समान।
वास्तव में तो मौके की बात है कि मध्य प्रदेश सरकार के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी के निर्देशानुसार मुझे एमएसएमई और साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट दिया गया। ये पहला प्रयोग है कि साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के बिना एमएसएमई अधूरी है। क्योंकि अगर मैं वास्तव में एमएसएमई की बात करूं तो सबसे पहला विषय आता है टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपग्रेडेशन, R&D, और ये एमएसएमई कभी भी अफोर्ड ना कर पाती थी। तो इसलिए पहली बार ऐसा एक समन्वय बनाकर एक बात, नोएडा की शुरुआत की सबसे पहली फैक्ट्री मेरी थी जब मैं 19 साल का था, तब मैंने की। तो आई अंडरस्टैंड ईच एंड एवरी प्रॉब्लम ऑफ द एमएसएमई। और तभी जब गोयनका जी से बात हुई तो मैंने कहा मैं जरूर रहूंगा कार्यक्रम में और जरूर चाहूंगा कि सभी से मिलकर क्या क्या चीजों का क्या क्या सॉल्यूशन है।
आज इस 7वें एमएसएमई मेले के एक प्रकार से उद्घाटन कार्यक्रम में मंच पर विराजमान और इस सारे कार्यक्रम के कर्ता धर्ता आदरणीय रजनीश जी, आज के हमारे प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई जब गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री हुआ करते थे, मेरा सौभाग्य रहा है कि मैं उसके मंत्रिमंडल में गुजरात में भी मंत्री रहा। तो एक काम उन्होंने किया, उस समय 24 घंटे बिजली गांव में उपलब्ध कराई, 3 फेज अनइंटरप्टेड पावर इन ऑल विलेजेस। ये जब हुआ तो साधारणतः लोगों को ये लगा कि ये सबको टीवी देखने को मिलेगा, गांव में भी अब हम लाइट से पंखा चला सकेंगे, पढ़ेंगे वगैरह। मगर जब मोदी जी से किसी ने पूछा गया कि भाई ये काम आपने किया तो आपके मन में क्या सोचा, तब उन्होंने जो जवाब दिया था वो मैं आज यहां आपसे शेयर करना चाहूंगा। उन्होंने ये कहा था कि बिजली गांव में जाए और गांव का अंधकार मिटे और गांव के लोगों को इनकी सुविधा मिले, ये तो एक सहज उपलब्धि इनको माना ही जाएगा। मगर मेरे मन में ये बिजली सिर्फ ये टीवी और फ्रिज और इनके लिए ये गांव में हमने 3 फेज बिजली नहीं पहुंचाई है। हमने 3 फेज बिजली इसलिए गांव में पहुंचाई है कि आज गांव में भी इस्त्री करने वाले को बिजली की जरूरत है, गांव के नाई को भी बिजली की जरूरत है। 24 घंटे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के नाम से उनके नाम में लिखा गया कि गुजरात के पहले मुख्यमंत्री थे जिन्होंने गुजरात के पूरे गांव में 3 फेज 24 आवर्स बिजली देने का काम किया।
Delivering the keynote address at the 7th India International MSME Expo Summits 2021, Dr. Jitendra Singh said, "It gives me immense pleasure that MSME Ministry has set a target to enhance its contribution to GDP up to 50% by 2025 as India becomes a $5 trillion economy." He said, with around 36.1 million units, MSMEs contribute around 6.11% of the manufacturing GDP and 24.63% of the GDP from service activities. Moreover, it is the second largest employment generating sector after agriculture as it provides employment to around 120 million persons in India. Dr. Jitendra Singh reiterated that many startup avenues of self-employment are more lucrative than government jobs and the need is only to change the mindset. Speaking at the second edition of Travel Tourism and Hospitality E-Conclave organized by FICCI, G. Kishan Reddy, Union Cabinet Minister of Culture, Tourism and Dornier, said that COVID-19 has
given us an opportunity to rethink. We can reinvest the sector, making ourselves future ready in a more resilient way. Friends, you would all agree that tourism is not just about the attractive destinations and leisure activities. It has emerged as one of the fundamental pillars of economical development and employment generation.
There is a need to focus our energy not only to revive the sector but also make it a major driver for the revival of the economy, he added. Speaking on a session on COVID preparedness and vaccination for travel, tourism and hospitality, Sandeep Nanduri, IAS, Director of Tourism and Managing Director of TTDC, said,
overall, being the strategy of the Tamil Nadu government, one is on the standard protocols which has to be followed. Second is comprehensive vaccination strategy, especially for the tourism stakeholders, to gain the confidence back of the tourists, so that we are ready, we are safe, we are protected ourselves, and we are ready to welcome all the tourists who are coming to our state. To create that kind of confidence not only among the tourist stakeholders, but also among the tourists who are coming to our state, we have a comprehensive set of guidelines for the vaccination strategy.
J.K. Mahanti, Managing Director, Swasthi Group and Chairman, Odisha Hotel and Restaurant Association of Odisha, said,
I think India is taking a very, very calculative opening up strategy, and we are seeing people are driving down from Tamil Nadu, from Bangalore, and coming and spending time on Chardikla Lake, because this resort is a very spread out property with huge landscaping. People want to stay with nature. So people, you see, we have 2 hotels in the city also. City hotels are not doing so well like the resorts. Television news is scaring people. The third wave is definitely going to come, bound to come, and it is going to destroy so much. I think such negative news in the media should not be there. Vaccination is in process and the country is taking all steps to vaccinate all the people. So there should be some positive news from the industry.
Naveen Kundu, Managing Director of Abex Cash, said,
we are all vaccinated. The entire urban population in India, if you see, 43 crore people are vaccinated, and most of them will be double vaccinated by September. So it's an evidence, the testimony that we need to move out. Everything is back. Let's get our normal back. If we don't help ourselves, nobody else will help us. I have seen in the recent past that the trend has changed, and mostly people with private stays, which is exclusive villas, exclusive pool villas, water villas, charters into destinations. So that is a trend for the future.
Ankush Nijavan, MD Nijavan Group, said,
I think it's a matter of time when the world will open up for the double vaccinated, and the passenger today definitely are very choosy on what they want to do. I think SOPs, COVID norms, hygiene, I think people are ready to pay that extra $1 to ensure that they're very safe. For example, certain tweaking, I think people are not worried, but they are more cautious now. And you will see people just not pickling. There will be a tsunami of people actually willing to travel to the destination which will open up. I think second is the duration of stay has increased. So people used to do 3, 4, 5 nights. Today are probably doing a week. Guys who are doing a week are doing 10 days. I think that is a shift what we have seen. Third one, I think people did not spend for 18 months. So suddenly everybody wants to upgrade themselves. The change which I saw was business class travel. I think you see the domestic airlines, there's not a single seat available in domestic, which used to be there.
Mr. Vachirachai Sirisupam, Director, Tourism Authority of Thailand, New Delhi office, said,
1,000 tourists already in Phuket. 14,000, very small numbers. Very small number for Phuket, but it's a start that we have to do it. For us, it's like a pilot project or, a test runs. An area that we open up first, and then after this, Samui will be open, and then other area will start to open up as well, okay? It's a no quarantine in Phuket for vaccinated international travelers. Third point, what we're doing is about communication strategies. Hope to welcome back our Indian friends to Thailand very soon, okay? But at this time, I could not say precisely when the Indians could be able to travel to Thailand. Okay?
watching Travel World Online.
Two TV teams spoke to Mr. Jürgen Belom, CEO and President for Waterways Leisure Tourism Private Limited. He said,
All about it. Cordelia Cruises. We acquired a ship from Royal Caribbean. The ship was called formerly Empress of the Seas. She's an absolutely beautiful vessel. The ship will be called Empress. We felt Empress is something India can relate to. It's royalty. It's very nice, and the ship is a very good size. It's going to be able to hold about 2,000 guests. She's 14 stories high. She's 208 meters long, and has all the most beautiful features you can ever imagine. The ship itself looks like a luxury yacht. The ship has been revitalized or refurbished for over $100 million. And in the inside, it's absolutely brand new. Every aspect of every guest area has been touched over the last 1.5 and 2 years. So everything on the ship is absolutely spanking new. The greatness on this ship is because of the size of the ship and the draft, that means the level below the water, it allows us to go even to most unique places in India. So we are absolutely excited about. So the ship is a formerly Royal Caribbean ship, and now it's ours under the Cordelia brand, and it's going to be called Empress. Maximum passenger count is 2,000 guests. The ship will have approximately 680 crew, and the rooms are like every cruise vessel. It has suites, it has balcony cabins, it has outside ocean view cabins and inside cabins. They all have been completely refurbished. They're beautiful rooms, incredible spaces, guest spaces. So we have a lot of balconies, we have a lot of suites, we have a lot of ocean view rooms, and all of that is absolutely magnificent. They're so beautiful, the rooms. We're going to be very proud of showing off the ship. We are working obviously very closely with all the relevant government bodies. We're working very closely with DG Shipping. We're working very closely with Minister of Shipping, and obviously with Home Affairs. We have presented long while back ago the SOP, the Standard Operating Procedure for Corona, which has been approved by all the relevant parties, which is a very, very high standard. I mean, it's not like the standards you have in your hotels and your very common area. Obviously, all our crew is going to be vaccinated. All our guests will require a PCR test to board the vessel. Obviously, if they are vaccinated, we are still requiring the PCR test. As you know, we have a hospital on board the ship, and we are following very strict procedures when it comes to sanitizing the ship. The ship will be sanitized several times during the day. The whole check-in procedures are staggered throughout the day, so we are managing too many people getting together. All our entertainment and everything we're doing on board is managed in a bay. The people don't have to rush as a large group from one area to other area. The shows are shown multiple times during the day. Dining facilities will be open almost 24 hours a day. So people really don't have to worry that they have to congregate with a lot of people at the same time. All our entertainment and our lounges are set up for that way. And obviously our onboard procedures, constantly screening, temperature checks, etc., is in place to make sure we are providing a safe and a great vacation without jeopardizing the experience of a cruise, if you want. But yes, our first sailing is on the 16th of September, and the ship is full. 2-night cruise on the 16th because it's a charter. On the 18th there is another charter with a 2-night, and then we go straight to Lakshadweep for a 5-nighter. So we are calling all the ports, Goa, Cochin, Lakshadweep, and back to Mumbai. So we're gonna do these itineraries all around until next year March. We're doing 2-night cruises and 5-night cruises. where we're touching on Cochin, Dio, Porbandar, Goa, and Lakshadweep. And then later on, we're also going to go down to Sri Lanka. We also have one cruise down to the Maldives. And then later the ship is going to shift over to Chennai. And we're going to do international sailings from Chennai to Sri Lanka. We always arrive in the morning and we're leaving the same day in the evening. So to make sure that people have enough time to get out, enjoy the ships, we organized a lot of tours for them that can participate. We worked with specific tour operators to make sure we have all the SOPs in place, all the passes are sanitized. We selected selective tours, which are the biggest highlights of all the areas we are going, but we always have to make sure that they are conducted in a very safe manner, so they're not just mixing with everybody around. It's only going to be our cruise people with specific tours for them, and a safe place for them to go out, making sure that they will come back nice and healthy. Don't require any visas, you don't, because it's all domestic and we're only going to travel with Indian guests. So it's the beauty of being able to have an international experience with the experience of India if you want. So you don't have to worry about the food experience. We're going to continue with our all vegetarian, with our canned food, with street food. We cater to all of that, and we're going to make sure that people feel safe, but they're going to have what we call today our city on the sea. It's going to be a city like no other city in India because of what we're going to be able to offer. We're the largest hotel, we're going to have a casino, we have great entertainment, we have shopping, we have all of that. And you don't have to go abroad for that, because you really jump on the ship either in Goa, in Cochin or in Mumbai, and you can travel to all these places, and all what you need is just basically an ID. If you have an ID card or a birth certificate or another card or a passport, you're able to go and you don't require any visa. Partnered with a company called Viscraft. I think Viscraft is very well known in India. We're doing something which has never done before. We actually putting up shows. We're going to have a cast on the ship. We're going to have entertainment people working. Over 110 people are working on the ship to do huge production shows. I don't know, you ever heard of that show in Delhi, Ballet?
Yes.
We have Ballet on the ship, for example.
Wow.
So we want to have all the Indian vibe. We want Punjab music. We want all the hype. So it's a cruise liner for Indians, right? We're going to have the best style on the ship. We're going to have the best masala chai on the ship. We have the greatest street food on the ship. We're going to have the best Chin food on the ship. All our equipment was purchased just to be able to cater to all of that. All our items for all our Indian cooking is made on board. We have all our tandooris open on the ship. We have all the equipment to make the best roti. So I can assure you the food is going to be definitely a highlight, because you and I know as soon any Indian is traveling abroad, the first thing he's going to bring is his own food, right?
True. Very true.
And we don't need it in our ship, because we hire the best chefs from India around the country to make sure we cover all the tastes of India. We're going to have Gujarati food. We're going to have food from around the Kerala area. We're going to have food from around the north area. So we're going to cater to really everybody. The idea is if you go on board and you smell freshly cooked masala chai, right? You go there and you say, hey, I would like to have a masala chai, and then the waiter's going to ask you, would you like to have it done like it's in the south? Would you like it in the north? More sweeter, less cream, blah, 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 blah. So we want to make sure all of that is going to be taken in consideration, because we know that entertainment and food is going to be the biggest highlight. And we also know that we have to cater to the young, to the middle-aged, and to the older guests. So we want to make sure that we take care of all of them.
You are watching Travel World Online.